this is me, your host. Welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are well and doing great. So today I am back with another video to give a review on a book which is It's Complicated. Three friends, two secret crushes, all about this in a single book. And this book is by Camilla Isley. Lori. The moment I flip through my mail and find an ivory wedding invitation, my heart cracks in my chest and my mind snaps back to a spring night of 14 years ago. When I could have stopped it all and didn't. My two best friends and I were at a home party. Junior year of college at Urbana University. I can't remember much about that night. Whose house it was. What day or even what I was wearing. But I do remember the drinking game we were playing. Never have I ever. At least Aiden and I and his then girlfriend were playing. Jace was somewhere probably being hit on by all the single women at the party. I had already taken quite a few shots. One for losing my virginity, one for breaking a bond in the 5th grade. One for googling myself. I know, embarrassing. One for crashing a party. We were probably crashing that party as well. One for reading an entire book in a day. How are there people who have never done that? and one for giving out a fake number. Not cool. I know, but I'm not big on confrontations, even for something as small as telling a stranger. I don't want to give them my number. So I always choose the path of least anxiety. I would just down the shot for the fake number. When it became Tracy Dillon's turn to speak, a textbook mean girl in our ear, she locked eyes with me as she spoke. Never have I ever. She paused for suspense, studying me with a malicious glint. Being in love with my best friend are there. And it must have been the 6 shots I already had in me that made me accept the challenge. Because next I looked Aiden straight in the eyes, not even caring that his girlfriend was sitting right next to him. And down the 7th shore of the night, I drank, he didn't. When the doorbell rings, I'm not sure if it's Jace or the food. I go to open the door. It's Jace. He's frowning and wow, I see. The broody look really suits you. You are hot. Jace's eyes widen. You always blab the first thing that crosses your mind. To you? Yes. And you love me for it. Or at least you're going to pretend you love me for the next 3 to 4 weeks. Oh, the frown is back. I'm saved from hearing Jace's short to be lectury response by the delivery guy arriving with our food. His hurried approach to the front steps forces Jace into the house. I grab the food, tip the guy, and close the front door with a backward kick. The cat sits immobile Egyptian statue like and observe us. Jace is at the end of his quirkiness rope. Do they always act like that? He asks. Yup, they are passively aggressively pressuring you into sharing your food with them. They have stopped with me, but since you are new, they are testing you. Don't budge. I seldom invite people over to my place. Even my closest friends, for obvious reasons. When we hang out in my neighborhood, we eat out. But I didn't want to discuss secret, fake relationship stuff. In a crowded restaurant where anyone could hear us. Jace gives me the first half smile of the night. Lopsided teasing, his eyes crinkling at the corners. Did they stop asking because you are such an accomplished cat trainer? Or since you have gone vegetarian and stopped eating anything they might like? My expression is outraged. I am not dignifying that question with a response. I open the delivery bag and hand Jace his fajitas. Then unpack my cheese, quesadillas, and cauliflower tacos. We eat a few bites in silence until Jace says, Aiden came to see me today. Lori, please follow me. The shop assistant ushers me out of the suite. I'm sorry, but all the fitting rooms on this side of the shop are taken by your friends. They are not my friends, I want to say. But we have a space for you this way. The lady shows me to a pretty room fitted in pastel pink like the rest of the boutique, with a silver quilted puff in the middle and a giant mirror at the back. My zipped up gown is already hanging from the rack on the side wall. Let me know if you need help with the zipper or anything. A seamstress will be with you shortly for the fitting. I am relieved to be in a completely separate area of the shop from the others. At least this way, I won't have to go stand on that stupid pedestal while the other bridesmaids watch. I am about to close the fitting room tent when I catch the shop assistant eyeing my feet dubiously. Something the matter? I ask. Her eyes snap back to mine. Sorry. Did you bring the shoes you're going to wear the day of the wedding for the seamstress to do the hem on the skirt? A vague memory of Kristen mentioning shoes when she gave me the bridal shop's address crosses my mind. But it's another of those things I blanked out and then forgot. Also, none of my fancy footwear, mostly sensible black pumps, practical but not overtly fashionable, would pair well with the silvery light blue tulle A-line dress with boho dropped sleeves, shade bodice and floor-length skirt Kristen has picked for her bridesmaid. Actually, the shop assistant smiles or if you are in the market for new shoes, we offer a wide selection. Yes, please. Should I bring you a few options while you are changing, or would you like to browse? Jace, you have to be more careful in this weather, Mrs. Parker. I tell the old lady I'm treating for a mild case of frostbite in her distal phalanges. Sorry, Dr. Barlow. I got my gloves wet and I didn't think my fingertip would freeze so fast. The wet clothing probably didn't help, and it's January in Chicago. I catch a blur of Lori passing by and make a conscious effort not to look at her. I already hate high hyper aware I am of wherever she is in the room. But then I hear her laugh and I can't help myself. I look up. When I hand her a prescription for antibiotics, should the area get infected? She takes it, staring at me keenly. You have some other health concerns you wanted to have checked out today. You know, she tilts her head, still studying me. If you are in love with beautiful doctor across the room, you should tell her. I hardly suppress a grin. What makes you say that I am in love? Ah, young man, the longing in your eyes whenever they dart toward her. Which is an awful lot, is not that hard to spot. I, cla- I clasp my hands in my lap. And why do you suppose that I haven't told her? I snap my eyes up and lock gazes with Laurie across the room. She quickly looks away and goes back to caring for her patient, but I can still spot the faint coloring in her cheeks. The blushing shore is new. Mrs. Parker Mrs. Parker pats my hand as she gets off the examination bed. If you love her, tell her. Ah, easier said than done. I pull my tank top back on as well and follow him. Tentatively, I hug him from behind, pressing the side of my face between his shoulder blades. Jace goes rigid at first, but then slumps, exhaling a deep breath. How long? I ask him. Since the beginning, I knew the night you got pranked in the shower. I inwardly cringe. That night was one of the lowest moments in my academic life. Someone stole my clothes from the shared bathroom, and I had to walk back to my room wearing only a towel. Which wouldn't have been so bad per se, except that it was a Saturday night and everyone was out in the halls. Mingling and then I tried and basically flashed half the dome. So it was love at first flash. Jace's shoulders shake with amusement. No, although I won't pretend that wasn't a tremendous bonus. Somehow, this conversation is easier to have face to shoulders instead of face to face. My cheeks are already burning, and I wouldn't be able to sustain Jace's stare as he reveals all this new information. What I fell in love with was your boldness as you strolled half naked across the crowded halls as if nothing strange was happening. The way you held your head high even after you accidentally dropped the towel in front of the entire golf team. Then that was my best performance. You have no idea how much I was hyperventilating inside. But you have a way of always being able to laugh off any suitable, able to laugh off any situation. To stay positive no matter what. And yes, seeing you naked moved you out of the friend zone, good and forever. Since that night, I have wanted you. I shift positions slightly, burying my forehead between his shoulder blades, whispering, "So why don't you want me now? I don't want just your body, Lori. I want your head and I want your heart. I want the full deal or nothing at all." Really, she seems to want to tell me. You might trick those simpletons with your fake luggage, but you can't fool me. I go to the bed and pick her up. Sorry, smarty paws. You have to go too. I drop her in the suitcase with the others and close the bedroom door. I don't reopen it until my actual bag is closed and zipped. No stinky surprises this time. When I check on them again, all the cats are curled up and asleep. I guess dirty laundry is a pretty comfortable mattress. As the doorbell rings, I tiptoe past them and down these stairs. I hop down the last few steps and fling the door open to find Jace on the other side, holding take out. pizza boxes. We didn't have plans to see each other tonight, but this, contrary to dead birds, is a kind of surprise I like. Jace's smile is a killer, crooked, sexy, gets me every single time. As he says, I thought we would get one last deep dish before we head to a foreign land. I'm so glad you are here. I'm starving. Jace raises an eyebrow questioningly. I got derailed backing against the cats. I waved the affirmation off to say it's not important and relieve Jace of the pizza boxes. I drop them onto a pile of books and pull my boyfriend into the house and in for a long kiss. Were you starving for food or for me? Jace asked when I finally let him go. Both, Mister, I couldn't spend one night away from my girlfriend. Jace shrugs, cocky. It's not you. I only came for your Netflix. I smile, not even sure he's kidding. In the past week, I got him addicted to the fake dating trope. We watched the wedding date, the proposal to all the boys I have loved before. Ten things I hate about you and Pretty Woman. Shaking my head, I recover the pizza boxes from the book tower and move into the kitchen. Are you all packed? I ask as I take out paper napkins and two glasses from the cabinets. Yep, got my case stashed in my trunk. Hey you, he replies, leaning against the doorframe. I'm chewing on my lower lip and I probably have chocolate on my face. I'm a mess. I have been crying. My eyes must be puffy and swollen, and my hair is a rat's nest. I'm still so surprised to see him that I barely have time to take in his clothes. Under the navy coat, he's still wearing the same olive green sweater he had on earlier at the office. But it's definitely too late for him to have come straight from work. Has he gone to see Jace after we talked? Is he here as some kind of peace ambassador to butter me up on Jace's behalf? I narrow my eyes and swing the door wider, almost expecting to see Jace waiting in the shadows, but my street is empty. What are you doing here, Aiden? I'm still mad at him, not as mad as I am at Jace, but still. Aiden was a willing participant in the pact too. Can I come in? We stare at each other for a few long moments before I decide I don't care what he's come to say and step aside, letting him in. If he wants to apologize, he is welcome to, as long as he keeps the apology personal and doesn't mention he who shall not be named. So, to what do I owe the late night visit? I prompt. I came to forgive you, Aiden says as he enters my house. My jaw drops. I close the front door and wheel on him. You want to forgive me? We scare off to each other across the hall. Yes, Lori, I'm here to forgive you. Across my arms on my chest. And what for? Aiden mocks my gesture and crosses his own arms over his chest. Oh, let's see, he says with a hardly contained smirk. Does he think this is funny? The two of them playing with my feelings for years. I'm about to go ballistic when he adds, how about I forgive you for lying to me every day for the past month, for making up an entire relationship with Jace just to make me jealous? Once the cake is gone, the party begins to wind down. The guests start saying goodbyes and preparing to leave. On the dance floor, we watch Aiden, who's had a few too many drinks, sway our way. He wraps his arms around Jace and me and teases. You guys are going to be next. Deal. Just Jace agrees, grinning. I mean it, Aiden insists, and for a moment he looks serious. I can't be the only old married dude. My husband and I share a complicit smile, but also a subtle message. Today is not the day to tell Aiden. It's his day, his party, and it should remain about him and Kristen. We will surprise them with the good news once they are back from their honeymoon. Jace gives me an understated nod and pats Aiden on the chest. You won't be, man. Not for long. Aiden lets out a loud whoop. I like the way you think, brother. This calls for another round of drinks. Aiden grabs 3 glasses from a passing tray. Struggling to hold all 3 in his hands, Jace relieves him of the bubbly and plants a solid glass of water in his hands. Hey, Jace says. My role as best man compels me to point out you have some marital duties to attend to later that you don't want to be too wasted for. Jace's eyes flicker to me as he says this, and my cheeks catch fire. Aiden gives us his best shocked look, but the hint of a grin quirks the corner of his mouth. You could be right, man. The groom puts up his hands. Speaking of, how long do you think I have to wait before I steal the bride? Jace shrugs. Your wedding, dude. Your call. Aiden nods. I'm going. Welcome home, darling, Jace announces. 15 minutes later, as he kicks the hotel room door open, struggling to get past the threshold while carrying me in his arms, wedding night style. I chuckle out. Everything about you, I whisper, and I'm glad you made the pact with Aiden. Jace's eyes widen at this. Really? I nod. Why? My fingertips trace the edges of his bow tie as I say. Because it made us wait until we are both mature enough to see this to the end. Because it made this love possible, uncomplicated, pure, real. Times and times again, how much I love him, only him. So this is all we have from this book. I hope you guys enjoyed this rom-coms story. If you did, don't forget to press the like button, and you can buy all these best-selling books that I have reviewed on this channel from our Amazon page, Best Book for You, which link is available on our channel. So I'll be back with another video with another book. Till then, just take care and goodbye.